All right, time for our parting shot here on episode 425 of Fútbol Americas. And as we have been promising on social media, there is a major show announcement here on December 19th of 2024. Mi querido Hercules, our good friends, our Fútbol Americas viewers, it is time for me to tell you what many of you probably have already sensed. This will be my official final show as your primary host here on Fútbol Americas. You've seen Christina Alexander doing a great job filling in. She's going to take over in 2025. I think one of the important things about this show, and something I want to say here, is we've always tried to be super transparent about what's kind of happening here within the show. I will be sticking around ESPN. I'm going to be working part-time for the company. I simply won't be sitting in this chair as much, but I'll still be popping around on the show. I want to be honest with everybody and acknowledge it's not how I would have chosen to go out, but I also have to be honest and say that it's without a doubt the thing that's best for me and my family. And I think doing this job, I've said for a long time that family is a priority, but Dan, Milagros, Keely, Rafael, and my mother-in-law, Ann, will always be the priority. And this decision is as much about them as it is about anything else. With that said, I'd like to acknowledge some of the things that we've accomplished and some of the people that have been involved in this show before I get out of here. One, I just want to say that I'm really, really proud of what we were able to build. I think one of the things my father always told me is leave places better than you found them. And when I showed up here, there was one English language soccer show. And I'm not leaving yet, but today there are three. And I started one of them, and the other one is a spin-off of the one that I started in Fútbol Americas and Football W. And so to start a show anywhere is a great achievement, but to start a show and see it brought to life at ESPN is without a doubt the achievement of my career. That said, it wasn't a solo effort by any means, so there's some people I specifically have to thank by name. First is a man named Tim Dwyer. You'll never see him on camera, but he's the executive that gets the credit for this show. When nobody else believed in it, he's the one that greenlit it and made it happen. The other person I'd like to thank by name is our producer. You know him as producer Beto Alberto Peralta. Beto, thank you. You've gone to the loony bin with me on many occasions on this show. We've not always seen eye to eye, but I do think that we've always been heart to heart because we both cared about it so much. And I appreciate you more than you'll ever know for doing this with me and always tolerating me as you have. The only other person to thank is the guy sitting next to me, and that is one Hercules Gomez, who I'd like to say a few things about, and to. Herc, I've worked with a lot of people. This is going to be year 20 for me in this business, if you can believe it or not. I've never met somebody who works as hard, and I've never met somebody who's as talented, period. And I want you to know that. And the chemistry that we have, and I've worked with hundreds of people on hundreds of shows, is something I've never experienced with anything else. So thank you for giving me this, and thank you for helping me launch this thing here. It has truly been the ride of a lifetime with you, brother.
I appreciate that, Seb, and I think I speak for everybody. We love you. This isn't goodbye. This show is what it is and has been what it has been throughout all these years because of you and your work. And I've mentioned this to you many times. You're the most talented guy I know in the English language. You can do anything you can call bowling, make it excited. This is not goodbye. And I want to make sure people realize that. But we're going to miss having you around on a daily basis. And I know this is the best thing for you and your family. And I think I speak for everybody here at the Fútbol Americas family, producer Beto, the people behind the crew. We love you. We appreciate you. And this won't be the end.
Yes. Thank you to you, to everybody who's ever been involved in the show. If you're sitting back in the LA control room, if you've ever cut a VO, thank you. This was my dream to make this show, and you putting your little grain of sand, as we say, is something I will never, ever, ever be able to fully repay you for. So to everyone involved in Fútbol Americas, thank you so much. We'll be back in the new year on January 6th. Christina Alexander running the fast break. One last time from here in Connecticut. For her, I'm Seb. This has been Fútbol Americas. We'll see you in 2025.